Okay, hello. I think we're live. What's up, everybody? We got an admin abuse going on right now, so mini admin abuse event in like a minute here. So I'm gonna take a minute to get the stream set up on my end, but yeah, we have an admin abuse going on, so I'm hopping on UTD. I figured I might as well go live to hang out with you guys during this, so whatever. I'm gonna take a minute here to get the stream set up on my end, as per usual. What's up, guys? What's up? Welcome in. Hello. Admin abuse event should be starting pretty soon. This admin abuse hopefully will be pretty good for loot. Okay, there's an admin abuse happening right now. Free loot, little mini event, whatever. It's about to happen in like a minute, so taking a minute to get the stream set up on my end, and then we should be ready to go in a second here. Yeah, there's an admin abuse event going on, and I hopped on for it. Figured I might as well go live and hang out with you guys during it, because I'm already here, so... When's the admin abuse? Should be in like a minute. How are you? I'm doing pretty good. I listen to gay emo music, yep, true. Tapped in. Bum bum. Bum bum bum. Bum bum. Do I need to be in lobby for it? Probably, but I'm not entirely sure. I have no idea yet. Okay, they haven't announced it yet, but it should have happened like right now, this minute, at 7:05 for me. So, I don't know, it should be like right now. Hold on. Oh, here we go. You ready? Call all your friends. AA starting soon, they said. Okay, they said something in game. I'm gonna go ahead and switch my screen over so you guys can see what I'm talking about in a second here. I'm just getting the stream set up. I'll be in my private server, so I'm also going to send a link in chat real quick if anybody wants to hop in my private server. Link will be in chat in a second. Okay. We have an admin abuse going on in like a few minutes, I guess, but there we go. There's my private server link in chat if you want to hop in and just hang out during the admin abuse, whatever. Not sure what they'll be giving out exactly. Probably a bunch of rerolls though, and some other stuff. Not entirely sure. Woke up, admin abuse at 2 PM for me. Oh. A gift from me to all the early people. Okay, so if you're not in right now, you're gonna miss out on whatever this early gift is. Hopefully something kind of cool. Let's find out. You ask what team you use after Madara nerf. I've been using Gojo, personally, because Gojo, he's a really wonky one. He's kind of like bugged out. A lot of the time his pull doesn't always work, but when it does, when his pull does work, he's really, really good as a support. Yeah, it was UTDX. They rebranded to UTDZ after the big update a couple days ago. They I don't know. The same reason games kind of changed their name to have an X at the end, they changed theirs to have a Z now, because it was such a big update. So it's an entirely new game, pretty much. Wow. I don't know. Times admin abuse should be in like a minute here. Should be in like a couple minutes or something. AA should start pretty soon. Yeah, very early morning for me. Wait, hold on. 20k rerolls not again, bro. You're not giving 20k rerolls chat. Okay. Bum bum bum. Bum bum. You're starting soon. L rebrand, yeah. Did you go? Your watch, your Venom, 2 farms is team to go. Probably be a pretty good team, yeah. I think Gremmy is really, really OP right now, though. And I'm not sure if it's entirely a bug. I'm not entirely sure if it's a bug with Gremmy. But I do plan to make a video on the Gremmy team once I get him, because I know of a strat with Gremmy that makes him really, really OP, which I think is a bug right now. But, I'm still working on farming for Gremmy. Because, I don't know, after I got like the Spider-Man units, I kind of took a break from farming and just looked up all the showcases I could find on the stuff, okay. Really studied up on the units' passives and their damage and everything, and then made my tier list, so, I don't know. Didn't really farm for too many units yet, just the Spider-Man people and a couple of the Bleach ones like your watch and some stuff to Evo Ichigo, but very general. Send happy poop. Thanks for the happy poop. I'm not sure what that really is, but I appreciate it, man. Thank you, Dark Abyssal Chair. Level 5 law? I don't even play this game. Is it worth to start playing? I mean, it's pretty hype right now. I'd say so. Thank you for the happy poop again, man. Appreciate it. I don't know what those are still, but sending a bunch of them. Thank you, thank you. What's the best trait for Venom? I'm pretty sure. Okay, 25 rerolls. Oh, 50 rerolls for stats too. Okay. They're giving out free loot, guys. They're starting to give stuff out for the admin abuse. But for Venom, I think anything that isn't Ruler, you probably want cost reduction on him because you're really just trying to use him as a support and like max him out as fast as you can. So you probably want to run. What's the trait? I want to roll off Ruler right now. I don't know. Probably want to run the cost reduction one. Sacred right here. Sacred for the 15% cost reduction. Does A have a level requirement? I don't think so, but I don't know. Thank you for the gold coin too, Dark Abyssal Chair. Appreciate it. Other devs do admin abuse when the game has 500 plus bugs. I don't know. What's AA? Admin abuse. So I'm not getting anything? I don't know. Want to be number 1? Oh yeah. Is it the game? No. Did the admin abuse start? Not yet. Should be starting very, very soon. Oh wait, it did start, apparently. Maybe? I got 67 rerolls right here. Need to be in lobby for AA? I think so, yeah. I'm not entirely sure. You might be able to get in the stage. I can check, like, I can check if you get loot in the stage, but hold on. I guess I'll do, like, a raid. You see? Best DPS unit right now, Gremmy, but I think it might be because of a bug. So, I don't know. I have a tier list out already. But a lot of stuff is probably going to change next week, or next update when I drop like a new tier list. I'll reorder the stuff, but yeah, right now a lot of stuff is like bugged, or kind of broken, or jank, I don't know. A lot of the stuff on the units is like really weird, so the bugs get fixed. A few of them did. There's still a lot of broken stuff. Do you have on your Gojo? I don't know, it doesn't really matter. I think I have Sorcerer Hunter set on him, the Toji one, but I don't remember. It's been a minute since I looked at those. Grind Ichigo Evolve. Okay, you do get loot in stage, guys. So if you're in the game and you're not at your computer, I'm pretty sure you still get loot. Okay, so I don't know. Just to be safe, maybe rejoin or hop in the lobby. But for me, I'm getting loot while I'm in the stage, so should be fine. I do my morning routine. So when I get back from my run and you're still on, I'll be back to sending more happy poops just. All right. Thanks, man. Good luck with your morning routine. Have a nice run. If y'all want ping me in general, I'll look through chat real quick. Okay, ping them in general, so let me go to the Discord here. Said to ping them in general, what do we want? Yeah, who said it? I don't even know who said it. I'm just gonna ping one of them. Loot! Okay. Anyway. Oh, we got 1 gold. Why are we spamming E? Don't be spamming E. We don't be using Bulma's ability, it's amazing. Bulma's ability? Don't you have to like max the wish balls on her to do it? I don't know. There's this one. I have no idea, man. I also didn't place my Iron Man early for the 20% money. Whoops. Probably should restart this run. I'm not really paying enough attention. Right now they're just kind of... Oh, it's Omikage said that. I should have pinged him. Right now they're just kind of hype farming, I guess. You know, getting people hyped up in the Discord, but... Let me see if I can lock in this time a little bit. When AA will start? It's starting right now. They already gave out some loot, so it's already in progress. So far they've given out like 90 trait rules, I think. Can I go grind raid? Yeah, I think so. I'm in the raid right now, and I was getting loot in it earlier. Whoops, I didn't place down a Spider-Man still. Everyone want the unrivaled fragments because they're pretty hard to get, some of them. Get my Spider-Man down over here. So I've been using the Venom Synchro drive or whatever with Spider-Man. I think this run I want to try out the Iron Man one and see if it does like faster or something. 3 seconds before the next wave. Oh, okay. Huh. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, so use it before the next wave, huh? This one right here. Oh, got a little bit of extra money, I think. Alright, let me try and max out my Spider-Man. I also need to, like, Gojo pull them from here? I don't know, I just want to pull this guy, but I think I just kind of pulled the ones from back here on accident. That's one thing about Gojo that kind of goes wrong, but it's okay. Boom, boom. Yo should be good with Spider-Man there. Gojo goes right here. And I guess I'll max out my Iron Man and try fusing it right now. Is that the new raid? Yep, this is the boss rush, or like Act 6 pretty much, of the new raid. You show Iron Man passes for a sec, please? Sure. I do have a showcase video, a proper showcase video for all the Spider-Man units if you want to check my channel, like my YouTube videos, whatever. If you want to see them for longer, but try maxing him out here so I can fuse him into Spider-Man really quickly. Oh, we got 50 stat locks, nice. So yeah, you get loot while you're in the stages, so you don't have to leave and go to lobby. Does your watch self buff other units for his own damage? No. I don't think it debuffs other units for his own damage. What it does is, like, if he gets a debuff, or if something tries to debuff him, it gets redirected onto other units, and then if he has, like, units near him, he does less damage. So it's also weird because, like, if he has a certain amount of units near him, he does more damage, but overall, if you put too many, he has less. I don't know, it's really weird what they did with his passives, but you watch his self-buff mode is really good. Yuhaba self mode. It's really good for damage. Admin abuse is going on while I'm in the stage. Did you give it to you? Yeah, for me, I just got loot right now, so should be fine to stay in a game mode and get loot. I've got the Iron Man synchro right now. Let's try it out. Normally I use the Venom one because I'm pretty sure it's better, but I'm trying out the Iron Man one now. We should also max out Venom and then attach him onto this guy. Look at that. So now we're hitting for 1.2 mil every 8, oh, never mind. 878k every 8.17. 58.9 range. And you know, I'm really struggling to break that shield. So I think we upgrade Gojo to full AoE and this should help, but I don't know. Might just lose to the shield, I think. Maybe? Yeah, I don't know if I'm killing this guy. Oh, okay, Gojo TP, it worked. Awesome. Army leader buff is bugged right now. So when's the admin abuse? It's right now, it's already been going on. Admin abuse is going on right now. They're just not really saying anything for some reason. So you guys want some rerolls, yep. Is this a new game? Universal Tower Defense X rebranded into Universal Tower Defense Z last update, so Universal Tower Defense I'm playing. This is the Bleach Raid Boss Rush Act. It's required for one of the Grimby fragments, whatever, the Unrivaled unit, but I don't know. Grimby frag y'all want the most? Which one's from the Boss Rush? Hold on. Okay, let me check. Number 3. I want number 3. 3! My message even go through? I guess not. Whatever. Oh. Okay, so far, the Iron Man synchro kinda goated, I think. Why they changed the game name? I don't know. When's the admin abuse? It's going on right now. Let me put something on screen that says it's going on. Hold on. Let me put like a text on screen. Admin abuse happening right now. Okay. Here, do you guys see that in like the... Where do I put this? Bottom middle? Bottom middle of the screen right there? Yeah. Admin abuse is happening right now. Is Mech Spider worth getting? I'm using him right now, and he kind of seems crazy, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I thought the Venom one's usually better, and I think it still is. I think usually the Venom one's better. But also, the true damage on this guy might be crazy for, like, convenience of being versatile. You know, you can bring him in at any stage, and the true damage will always help him. But... Boundless Orb. Nobody cares about a Boundless Orb. Come on. I just looked 1.2 mil. Yeah, he hits pretty hard. And then on top of that, well, this is with Venom buff too though, so keep in mind, I maxed out Venom and put the symbiote buff or whatever on him, the assimilation buff. So his damage is like doubled from Venom, his SPA is lowered. But I mean, overall, he is still really strong. So. How are we looking on that? Okay, we should be fine. You keep my Gojo on full AoE for shield breaking. You're allowed to give one or the other, okay? 3. Remy 3. Okay, rerolls. Okay, well. Not gonna win, Red? Really? You don't think so? Maybe not. I'm just trying out Iron Man Synchro. And hopefully I can win. How good is the damage over time right now? Let's do the math on that, because like 1.2 mil, if he max those stacks, he's doing 25% of that per second. So, wait, is that not crazy? Hold on, 1 mil, pretty much doing 250k every second. That's really good DPS actually. I didn't even like process that before. That's really good DPS. Wow. I think it might also like the damage per second might also do more because of the damage from all sources or whatever, which is kind of cool. Because it looks like it's doing more than what it says. I don't know. Like, how much is it doing to this guy? Maybe not. It's doing a lot of damage though. Should I awaken your watch or nah? He's really good. That's 4s, guys, lock in. Wait, what? I don't know. Oh, am I killing that? Please die. Yep, here we go. Zombies, though, I don't know if I'm winning. And my Gojo's not rewinding. So, I think we lose. Yep. Well, it was a good run, Iron Man Synchro. I think you did a lot of damage, but unfortunately with this team, he cannot solo the boss rush. Talking about all chat? Oh, right here? 3! Matchmaking for raids is quicker. Alright. I wanted to try out the Spider-Man synchro with Iron Man, because usually I use the Venom one, so I thought I wanted to try the Iron Man one. And it's pretty good. I think this is actually a really strong synchro, but I think the Venom one still is better. If I had to guess, because I think the Iron Man buff as well is just more convenient, like keeping him in normal form to have his defense mode on, but we go to the raids and matchmake. Well, abuse, admin abuse. They give out like free loot. Oh, 25 pity. Let's see. A match. Is this abuse, everyone? Yeah, it's going on right now. Did the admin abuse end right now? No, it's still going. Is Gojo must have? He's pretty good. Iron Man be better without ruler? I don't think so. Because I think he's a one placement. Maybe. I don't know. He's also like just pretty good for damage, so never know. Okay. ARX code apparently. Oh, already gave 160 rerolls, 40 stat lock, and more. Awesome. Okay, frag 4? Oh, did they? Okay. Well, I don't know, I already have that one, so... Only one I need is fragment 3, unfortunately. Three's the hardest, please 3. Yeah, I'm saying 3, but... A lot of people gave out 4. A lot of people wanted 4, so they gave out 4. Oops, I forgot to place on Bulma first wave. Intraborn, Nurse Father, Prodigy, good team. Yeah, that's alright. It's kind of outdated though. Your top units in your opinion? I have a tier list video out already, but it'll probably end up changing in the future when they like bug fix a bunch of stuff. Fragment 3 is next? Okay. Surely, surely. Get my Iron Man down for extra money. Boom. Who's that? Prodigy Mage. Oh, okay. They use an Unohana? What's all the bleed? Or is it just Zoro? I'll put Spider-Man over here. I don't know. Venom best ruler? No, Venom's a 2 placement, so you want to keep him no ruler. So you can place down 2 of them, I think. But for the like support, the buff, 150 rerolls, awesome. Wait. Max out Spider-Man, there we go. Play a Wii. Awesome. What does the Boundless Orb do? Use it to evolve Boundless units. An evolution material. Eternal? Yeah, put Eternal on Venom, probably. Probably go the Venom Synchro this time, so link my Venom down. So yeah, the main reason you want to use Venom, and okay, personally, you either go Eternal for damage, but I would say I recommend Sacred, personally, because if you go Sacred, you could probably like max upgrade him sooner, because the 15% cost reduction, and then he's like kind of more support, whatever, I don't know. Yeah, Venom is like a support unit, you max him out, and then you use either Assimilation and like buff somebody by using it, or you use the Synchro Drive. And either way, his like personal stats don't really matter. So you don't need to get Ruler on him. A Ruler in 109 on Venom? I mean, I have Ruler on him. I personally just kept it, so I don't know, if you roll a Ruler, might as well keep it. Just hanging out, finding during admin abuse. Does my Iron Man reach Spider-Man from where he's at? Probably not, so I'll move him. Put him over here? Okay. Next, so Iron Man, also kind of a support. You max him out, and then pop defense. Oh, Secret Shard, cool. Pop defense, and then he has like a crazy buff to get everything in range. Simon's bad, don't get? Yeah, Simon's horrible. Like, I don't know, he's usable. Okay, he's not like unusable bad, but he's pretty bad. So, I would not recommend going for Simon. But you do have to grind the legend stage anyway for one of the fragments, so if you're going for Grammy, you kind of have to go for Simon at the same time. Which team should I target to catch up fast, or start tomorrow? I don't know. Probably try and evolve Ichigo. I think Ichigo's evolution is pretty easy, so... His gear set's pretty good for Miku though. Really good for Miku. Oh, okay. How to get Spider-Man. I do have a video on that for the Spider-Man game mode. It's like a whole thing. It's the extraction game mode in the lobby. I think my team is pretty much maxed out all I can do. So... LARP you. Hey, bro. Which shard is shard 4? The one from the war game mode. The, like, Quincy versus Soul Reaper thing. Sound will be meta soon, I invested. I hope so. They need to, like... Okay. I know they already dropped a patch, which is kind of why I'm wondering if, like, stuff is still bugged. Which I think the Grammy bug is still a thing. I'll probably make a different video on that once I actually get Grammy. But... I don't know, they dropped a patch, like, yesterday. And I feel like a lot of stuff is still bugged. So... I don't know. They'll hopefully drop another patch. Oh, Relic rerolls, cool. Hopefully they'll drop another patch and it'll, like, change more stuff. Fix more stuff. When does admin abuse end? I have no idea. What happens in the admin abuse? They give out free loot is all. Like, it just pops up at the top of my screen. They give out free loot. What am I doing? 1.4 mil with no upgrades, dude? This is the synchro drive or whatever between Spider-Man and Venom. We can get to Grammy on Rival 4. Yeah. Oh, I got it. Is it worth it? Is what worth it? Admin piece? I mean, all you have to do is sit in lobby or like any game mode, so I don't know. You don't really miss too much if you don't show up, but like it's just free loot. Might as well if you're playing. For the codes, by the way, from this update, I think you can type in chat !codes and it'll pop in chat. You type !codes in there. Is the synchro worth it? I think so. I think there's probably better teams. I think if you're on Gremmy and Yuhaba, it's better. Like, Bleach teams can be better, and Persona teams, maybe. I don't know, they're pretty strong, but Persona teams are kind of wonky. Oh, max level food. Nice, that's awesome. But I personally really like the synchros. I think this is actually, like, pretty strong overall. I mean, yeah, he's doing pretty much all my damage now. I have 1 billion damage, so 800 mil. Is this the boss rush? Yeah, this is the boss rush, like the new Bleach raid, whatever. So I'm just doing the matchmaking because soloing these is kind of rough. At least with my team it was, but I don't know. I'm just using these Spider-Man synchros. I don't know if I have the best build on them or not, because like, I'm not sure. I just kind of threw around the Spider-Man relics on them, so it might not be the best build, but I don't know. The synchros are pretty strong. Hooked on AC Black Flag, I have no idea what that is. Don't you have to get Ruler on Venom for the synchro? I'm not sure. I don't know, like, people in the comments of my showcase were asking, like, which unit you have to get Ruler on to have the synchro take the Ruler. And I'm not sure because I rolled Ruler on all of them. So, before I, like, synchroed, I had Ruler on all 3. So I don't know. I'm pretty sure it'd probably be Spider-Man, though, is the one that needs to have Ruler. But I have no idea. Can I play with you? My private server link is in the chat. I don't know if I pinned it. I think I did. Oh, no, I didn't. Private server link going back in chat. I'm going to pin that this time, but every few runs I'll hop back in my private server to get people, probably. Only need Ruler on Spider-Man. Okay, nice. Thanks for the heads up. Universal, Season 1 or Season 2? Wait, what? What does that mean? Oh, the currency? Eh. Oh, when did it start? I don't know, like 20 minutes ago, I think. What are you grinding for? The Gremby fragment number 3. It's right here, Unrivaled Fragment. It's behind the chat on my screen, but Unrivaled Fragment 3. Is the Advent Beast not start? No, it started. Bottom middle of my screen right here, green text. Advent Beast is happening right now. 0.4 billion damage. Want to replay this 1,000,000 times? Yeah, probably. I need the fragment. So I am down. AC Assassin's Creed. Oh, okay. Last time I played Assassin's Creed was, I think it was Syndicate. It was a game called Assassin's Creed Syndicate, right? With like the British, I think. Yeah, I think it took place in London. Maybe. I don't know, I might have been wrong. But Syndicate was pretty fun. And then I played Unity before that, and I think that was the only 2 Assassin's Creed games I played. What do you think of the new web slinging and the new game mode? In my most recent video, okay? That's how I feel about the game mode, man. Like, it's fun, it's a cool idea, but every time I played it, I just kept getting bugged out, bro. Like, the bugs were unplayable. Because, dude, I'd sit there farming for like 10-15 minutes or whatever. I'd be doing the quest or whatever, and I would just randomly fly out of the map, through the floor, and get bugged and have to rejoin. It was horrible, but I don't know. And then, dude, the dev saying it was, not even the dev, the owner. Wait, hold on. Did I get anything? No. The owner saying it was a skill issue, bro, that if you're saying it's clunky, it's a skill issue. I thought that was crazy, dude, because, like... Where is it? Right here, bro. Pure skill issue. Come on. Come on. We know how buggy it was. Come on, bro. You think about the new raid? It's pretty hard, but I don't know. Oh shoot, 100 rerolls. Cool. What are you spamming the chat for? Stop spamming the chat with whatever letters those are. Cool. This is the trigger word. Something like that. It was not a skill issue. Was he joking? I don't know. I don't know if the developer was joking, but the owner was joking. Because, like, okay. To me, this does not seem like a joke. He's like, yo, we literally made UAOT. I still don't know exactly what that means, by the way. I could say swinging is much easier than in that game. I don't know. I don't know what game that is, but... Sounded like he was not joking when he said it was a skill issue. Which, to me, was really funny just because I've experienced so many bugs in it. You know, in the Spider-Man game mode. Is Enderman Beast over? No, still going right now. They're just giving out free loot every now and then. So I'll put my Gojo 2 here. Here too. It's an Attack on Titan game? Yeah, I never played it, never heard of it. But, I don't know. PSD trigger word. UAOT Untitled Attack on Titan. Okay. So they made that game and then they made this one and they're saying this one's better? I don't know. For swinging. What units are worth rolling on? I have a tier list video out right now. If you want to check that out, but I don't know. Like, roll on whoever you want from there, I guess, but I don't know how to really explain. Max out my Spider-Man. You've given trash rewards, they're alright. Who should I grind for first this update? I'm pretty sure the Bleach units are probably like the best team right now, and also very easy to get. So probably go for like Yuhaba in the Universal Tear. And then while you're going for him, you can also get the Yvonne for Ichigo. So Ichigo and Yuhaba are very easy to get. Might as well go for them first. But they get the IP characters from Marvel? I don't think they did. I don't think these tower defense games have the rights to the IPs they use, so I don't know. It could end up being a huge copyright problem if they don't have the IPs. I have no idea. I'm not sure. But usually, these tower defense games kind of are in hot water sometimes for copyright stuff, and I wouldn't be surprised if that happens to UTD for their Marvel units being made. Are you grinding the raid for the Grammy fragment? Number 3. The community doesn't want to grind. Game mode for me after a while, love it a lot, yes the bug and such, but yeah, it's easier than you think it is, or maybe because I played Spider-Man games before. I don't know, I mean, I didn't think the game mode was like too hard, I thought it was fun, yeah, but the problem was just I kept bugging out, so I don't know. Like, if it wasn't so buggy for me, it would have been awesome. What's on ALS currently? I don't know. I don't really know anything about ALS right now. Like, okay, it's been so long. It's been like, what, a month and a half, I think? Maybe even like close to 2 months now? Maybe just over a month for ALS last update. So I have not had ALS in my mind in a minute, man. Like, I don't know how I feel about the game right now. I just hope they update soon. What's the best trait on the Almighty King? Probably Ruler. When you go into lobby? I don't know. I guess this guy in here asked if we want to keep retrying the raids, and I'm down for that, so probably just do this, honestly. Max out my Iron Man and get the buff going, forgot that. As well max my Gojo too, I think, for damage. But 50 half bug, half skill, but after the patch is better. Oh. Good to know. Rangers X ping, what's going on? Oh, another code, okay. Whatever this is, I don't really know. I don't really care. Did the AA just start? It's been going for like 25 minutes, I think, maybe 30? Something like that. Is it bad that half my inventory is ruler unit? Okay. I mean, if I had 10 units in my inventory, and I had 5 of them ruler, I could say it was half my inventory. I don't know, depends on how many units you have. Haven't Beast over yet? Nope. Thank you, ISA, you're the goat. Add them for a friend luck boost. Can you do that while in the run? Is that true? Probably want to then. Let's see, does it like go up? I don't know. I'm not sure if there is a friend boost in here. Bum, bum, bum. I think UTDZ is too easy now. It's always been an easy game. Tower defenses are not very hard, man. Like, no tower defense is usually that hard. I do think the Spider-Man game mode, though, the Spider-Man game mode is actually kind of cool. In the way that it's, like, a little bit hard just because you can't just place down a unit and AFK farm it, you know? So, I think that's harder than most tower defenses if we were to compare. Is this a good team? Grammy Almighty, Ichigo, Fern, and Farms. Yeah, probably. No. It's the best team right now. So there's something with Grammy at the moment that might be a bug, but I plan to have a separate video looking into it fully. But I saw it forwarded to my Discord a couple of days ago. Let me find the screenshot I took, just to remember it. Here. So apparently if you run like this guy Renji and Orihime with the duelists on them, and you place them by Grammy, you have your watch set to self-buff mode, right? Grammy is doing like 700k, in this screenshot 700k. I've seen like 1 mil every like 0.9. So I've seen this bug do crazy things. I don't know if it's like a full-on bug, but I'm pretty sure it is. But in this screenshot here, Grammy's doing 700k every 1.45. And that's like not counting clones and whatnot, I think. So overall the best team is probably whatever this is bugging out Grammy, which I'll have a different video on soon. But Grammy doing more with a different team, and I'm missing his damage pants. More like every 1 second too, because I don't know. I've seen screenshots of Grammy doing 1.2 mil every 0.8 seconds, yeah, with that team. So I don't know. I think that team is like a bug, because 1.2 mil every 0.8 seconds is way too strong. But did you get the summer capsule units? Are they meta? I don't know. I haven't done it yet. I haven't gotten the summer capsule units. I do have a tier list if you're wondering anything about that. I don't know which units are from summer capsules, but I checked every unit this update. I found showcases for them, checked like all the details, what damage numbers they had, their passives, if the people showcasing them had relics or not. And I, for a few hours, was studying all the units of this update and made a tier list. So hopefully my tier list is not too off once they end up patching some stuff. CC units are nerfed for now because of CC lockout. Yeah, kind of. Nerfed a little bit. Is Madara nerfed? Yeah, because they added CC lockout, so like you can't just spam rewind anymore. There's like a cooldown on it. Is there any new tower defense games you'll be streaming? Probably Anime Expeditions when that comes out. Someone also invited me to check out Anime Paradox X. I've never actually played that one, but I don't know, maybe Anime Paradox X when that comes out, because I heard it might be kind of good. Where do you get Grammy from again? The banner. At the top of the map in the lobby? Wow. Oh, hey, to UTD, but it's probably the only game I've seen so many units being bugged, even the previous update, which is crazy. How does it always get by the testers? I don't know, man. I don't know. I guess that's what happens when you try to cram 4 updates into one, but I don't know, man. Whatever. No hate. Human abuse ended? No, it's still going on, I think. They're just kind of like taking a break. They haven't said anything in a minute. Who's the best unit except for Grammy? Probably Yuhaba. The Quincy guy, the king. Madara as good of a CC unit as Gojo, or is Gojo a better CC? I think if they worked, like, if they didn't bug out, okay, if Gojo worked 100% of the time, he'd be like the best CC unit in the game. Problem is, Gojo, I don't know if you guys have the same problem, but in my experience, this unit is very wonky. Like, sometimes stuff will just walk out of Gojo's range and you won't rewind it, even if it doesn't have hyper armor. Because Gojo passive is supposed to... The good part about him that you really want to pay attention to, of course he has like slow and makes units take more damage, enemies take more damage. But the biggest part about Gojo that's like really helpful is when enemies walk into and out of his range, he like rewinds them to the closest point on the path. When they enter, when they leave. And okay, if it worked, best CC unit in the game by far. Because like you can use that pull to pull them from across the map pretty much. The problem with Gojo is sometimes it'll bug out and just not work. And then the unit you're putting all your hope in does nothing and you lose. So, I don't know. Like if you try to trust Gojo working sometimes, you'll just lose the stage because he doesn't work. And it's kind of rough. Are you gonna go back to lobby? I'm just farming for now. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm trying to farm raids a little bit. Where do I get Gojo? He was from the Universal Tears. He's a boundless unit. So Universal Tears should be strongest of today, I think it's called. I don't know, been a minute. I'm given 100k rerolls, don't spam please. Who's the best DPS unit right now? I'm pretty sure it's Grammy with a certain team, but it kind of depends. I'm pretty sure it's the Unrivaled Grammy. I don't know. The current meta of the game is like you can either run a Bleach team, a Spider-Man team, or a Persona team. And depending on like what units you run all together, like what your team looks like. For example, okay, if you run Grammy with like the Yuhaba team and super buff him, then he does the best DPS in the game. But then if you were to compare like Joker on a Persona team versus Grammy without the Bleach team, then Joker would be better. I don't know, like it all depends on what team you run with the units. There's no like, oh this unit has the best DPS ever on his own. Right now it's kind of like they have to have teammates with them to really be the strongest DPS in the game. Do you have any shiny serialized? I have, what's his name? Rohan? What was it? Gohan. Yeah, Gohan's the real name, but I think his name in game is Rohan. Or Blanco Beast, whatever. Yeah, Blanco Beast. Question is, what's the best team? I don't know exactly yet. Okay, I'm pretty sure I'll get to the bottom of that later today. So, if you're really wanting to know what the strongest DPS team is right now, maybe not try to be shameful or whatever, shameless plug, okay? Not trying to ask you guys to subscribe, but if you really want to wait a few hours, I should drop a video today talking about the best team and like what might be a bug right now for some crazy DPS, so if you want to subscribe to get the notification for that, I'll be dropping a, I think, best team video later today. Serialized Azure Wraith number 212. Azure Wraith? Who even is that? I don't know, I'm not sure what serialized units dropped this update. I haven't even been farming those really. This DPS team is subscribing. Oh yeah. Even if there's a best team, elements matter so much. True, yeah. But okay, for the team I'm talking about, I'm pretty sure it's a bug right now. So the DPS they do is like bananas, and I don't know, there's no team that really compares with it at the moment, I think. This team just you watching like 40 units place? No. I don't think so. CC lockout's pretty dumb, where this game was like the Roger one. Yeah, that's true. I don't know how you're gonna do the Roger game mode anymore if there's CC lockout, but I have no idea. Assume that's Asura. Asura? What are we talking about? What about him? He's not the highest DPS in the game, he's just kinda okay, but... Was the Grammy buff team? I don't know exactly. I'll have to check it out later today. That's what I'll have a video on later today. So, in like a few hours, when I actually fully have Grammy and investigate the different teams you can run with him, I will drop a video on how to run Grammy and do like millions of damage every 1 second. Should I still get Gojo if I have free Rin? Probably. They kind of do different things. Gojo's look really good for the rewind he has. What is CC lock and what is CC in general that you keep talking about? Okay. CC stands for crowd control. So in this game it kind of means like stun, slow, rewind, anything that controls the enemies, right? Kind of like keeps them stunned, keeps them stalled. So CC stands for stall. CC lockout means you can't like spam the same effect on something over and over and over. So what used to happen with Madara, for example, was you could have one Madara hit something and it would rewind it, and then if another Madara hit it, it would just like kind of rewind again. And you could very close to just like infinitely rewind something. Now they added CC lockout, so if you're like trying to spam rewind something, it gets rewinded once and then like has a cooldown, and then gets rewinded after the cooldown's up. So CC lockout, which kind of makes it so you can't like infinitely stall stuff with just one effect anymore. Bum, 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 bum. 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 Dachi, Fern, etc. are all kind of bad now. Not bad, but yeah, I think so. Like they're pretty nerfed. Which is kind of unfortunate, because like, I guess I kind of specified plenty, right? This is exactly why when I made my tier list video like 2 days ago, whatever, however many days ago it was. Wait. Yesterday. Whoops, my bad. It was literally yesterday. Right after I dropped this, they like dropped a huge patch that I think is when they added CC lockout, so you know, a lot of stuff is going to change. This tier list is going to be a little bit scuffed. It's going to be like pretty inaccurate within the next like week, because they're changing so much. They're going to be like bug fixing some broken units and hopefully buffing Simon, so I don't know. Shiny Tony Stark doesn't look good, to be honest. Isn't that War Machine? I thought it was War Machine. War Machine's a pretty cool shiny, I think. Personally, when I was like, I think 5? I might have been like 7. I might have been 7. But at some point in my life, maybe I was like 4 actually, I was really young, I remember what house it was, so. When I was a little kid, I went as War Machine for Halloween, so, you know, must be a really cool character, really. When's the admin abuse? It's going on right now. Admin abuse is happening right now. Thank you for the sub, Kuba, appreciate it. Hey, Shiny Ichigo, lol, never transferring that one, true. And Iron Man's blessing is legit just Iron Spider, it's bugged. Yeah. I think the shinies of, like the Spider-Man stuff is not really working right now. I know the normal Spider-Man one is actually, but I think, yeah, shiny Iron Man cosmetic is just normal Iron Man cosmetic, and then I think the same probably for Venom. But, not a team even good without their gear. I mean, they're pretty strong. Like, the problem with it, or it's not a problem, but it's the reason why a lot of people might not think the Persona units are good, is because their damage numbers aren't like too crazy, but then the Persona units all together have like spam follow-up attacks pretty much. Like, whenever Joker attacks, he's going to make the other Persona units also attack with him, and then the little cat guy follow-up attacks whenever a Persona unit attacks, and all of them have like clones that have a lot of different RNG ways of doing bonus damage. So, it's hard to tell just by looking at damage numbers with the Persona units, but they are really strong if we use them all together. Because they kind of just spam attack something. Isn't War Machine is just a gray suit with his human face? Oh, okay. Well then, never mind. How good is Spider-Man without the synchros? I still need to get Venom. Okay. He's alright. Like, I think, after using him more, okay, in my tier list I put him a little low. I still don't think he's that good, but like, Spider-Man on his own? Where did I put him? Put him right here. He's probably above Roger at least. Like, he's pretty good. Maybe not though, because Roger's so convenient for the zero replacement cost. He's definitely above Whitebeard. I should just like move him one spot to the left and then it's a better ranking. But Spider-Man's pretty alright. Like, he's just kind of good. He's not crazy. I don't think he's like better than... could you make the argument that he's better than Sukuna? I don't know. He's probably just right here. Like, comfortably... Oh wait, I'm not even showing my screen. Spider-Man, I ranked him here. I think I'd put him above Whitebeard for sure, maybe. Because, like, you know, he's just kind of better. But he really relies on Synchro. Yeah, the unit alone, like, it's just not very good. He's somewhere in the good tier, okay? He's not, like, higher than just good. But if you run the Synchros are really strong. So, like, this one's up here, this one's right here. Ichigo, okay? A lot of people in the comments of this video were telling me that Ichigo is stronger than I think. So, I'll have to do more testing with Ichigo. Maybe Ichigo is, like, number 3 or 4. That's one thing I need to investigate. Maybe even, like, number 2. Gremmy's definitely number 1 right now until they fix his bug, if it is a bug, because Grammy can do like 1 million every 1 second, but on top of like clones and effects of course, but Ichigo with a bunch of follow-up attacks and like his beast mode form, whatever, he's really strong. I personally just don't like how Ichigo is like a burst damage unit. You know, you need to use his ability to get his full potential, because it buffs his damage by like what, 600% and gives him a bunch of crit as well. So, I don't know. The thing about Ichigo, in my opinion, is like, same thing for Yamamoto and Rukia. if you use their ability, they're really strong, and then when they don't have their ability, they're kind of weak. Is the admin abuse done? No, I don't think so. They didn't say anything yet about it being over, so I don't think it's over yet. Watch has higher DPS than Grimmy, so he's number one unless they nerf how he works. Are you sure? Does he have higher DPS than Grammy? Like, are you talking normal Grammy or like bugged Grammy? Because the Grammy I'm thinking of right now, I'm not sure if they're going to fix this or not. They probably will if it's a bug, but we're not entirely sure if it is a bug or like they wanted this to happen. I don't know. But Grammy does a lot of damage, man. So I don't really know if Yhwach is competing with this on top of the clones he's gonna spawn in. And the damage over time stuff he has. Like, Grammy doing this much before any of his passives is kind of crazy, so. Use a watch shot team, he can go up to 6 million DPS, wow, okay. 90k CCU, W chat, oh yeah. Oh, everybody hopped out. GG bro. GG bros. How to get Grammy? From the banner. Bro forgot that Grammy has bleed? Yeah, exactly. Like, if Grammy's doing that much damage before any of his passives, he's really, really strong. So I don't think Yhwach is doing more than him. Think the SPA capped out because of the animation? I think so, yeah. It is one of those situations. But I think it's still capped at like 3, or like 2. So, it's still really, really strong, I don't know. I'll have to look into it later. I'm in my private server right now if you guys want to hop in, maybe do some raids with me. Private server link is pinned to the top of chat. Is more than Grammy? I don't know, I'll have to investigate it later. Yeah, nobody get mad at this tier list this time, okay? Please do not, like... If you see this tier list and you think it's wrong, okay, just expect it to change next week, you know, or next update. Don't get really mad, like... angry that the tier list is wrong, because this time we got 24 units and a lot of them are broken, so not a lot of them, but a few of them are broken, like as in they don't work as they're supposed to. So it's kind of hard to tell what the meta is looking like right now, just because if I'm looking at Simon doing poop damage and he's a horrible unit, and in 2 days they fix him to not be poop damage because he was bugged, then you know the ranking for Simon's wrong. And for Grammy, I'm looking at a bugged Grammy. I didn't know it was bugged when I ranked him, so I thought he was just really, really strong. I'm looking at Grammy doing like 1 mil every 1 second, so I thought he was really, really strong, but it turns out they're going to fix that bug, and then he's probably going to drop down to like number 5 or something. So I don't know. Take the tier list this time with a grain of salt, but for a general rule of thumb, I think it's not the most inaccurate in the world, you know, it's still pretty accurate. But maybe like Ichigo would move up, maybe the Spider-Man people would move up once we kind of just give it some time, you know? Gotta give it some time so they can fix whatever's broken right now. Goodbye, see you in the next one. Okay. Concludes today's little event. Admin abuse is over, guys. Admin abuse is over. Why is he watch second? What do you mean why is he second? Like, are you asking why is he good or like why is he not number 1? I don't know. Because Grammy's number 1 because there are strats right now where Grammy does like 1 million every second, okay? But if they fix that, if it's a bug, then of course Grammy will move down. So, why he might be good? He's got really good buffing in like any stage. It depends on what game mode you're in, but he's a really good buffer and also really, really good DPS. So, you kind of have to use the unit to fully understand him. He's got 2 different forms, but he's just really, really strong. Okay. Luca Black versus Luffy. Doesn't really matter. It's over. Yeah, admin abuse is over. Well, what they give in the admin abuse? I think they gave about like 400 euros, maybe 500 euros or something. And then they gave out fragment number 4. This one right here. And what else did they give out? I don't know, a luck potion maybe? And some stat rerolls. It wasn't really too much, but... Simon ain't even strong, bro. I came back to UTD because of him? Oh, man. Yeah, no, Simon's like poop. He's actually poop. He's horrible. I don't know. Apparently he's broken and they're gonna like fix him later. He's bugged. But... yeah, it's not very good. Use Hollow Essence? Sorry, I can't give you Hollow Essence, man. I'm not an admin. I'm just here during the admin abuse. Not give you Hollow Essence. How to skin crates? I'm not sure. Where do you find the skin crates actually? Good point. I've not checked those out yet. Where do I put all stat points for Gremmy? Probably just damage. I usually just do damage on like everyone. They have 2 million gems? I don't know, man. I just kinda do. I'm playing. Summer event. Over here. I haven't done any of this yet. Is this like how you get the Firefly Girl? No. Oh, right here. Okay, okay. Let me open some of these. Hold on. Alright. We get a crate. Here we go. Let's see what skin we get. Come on, give me something cool. Something cool. Oh, we got Ulquiorra, I think. So, who's doing that? I see someone behind me. Oh. Get it. Wait. Yeah, he's doing it. Hey, stop! Knock that off! But, we open my other crate here. DX becoming more greedy pay to win. They aren't listening to our community. I don't know, man. CDZ's not pay to win. I think in ways they're becoming more, not pay to win, but like, they're becoming more of a cash grab, okay? We got VIP Plus subscription. They dropped this update, I think. I don't think this was in the game before. They're dropping a lot more bundles per update now. Like, look, this is all this update. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different bundles to choose from, okay? On top of the new VIP thing and the new limited shiny hunter. So, I don't know. Like, they're becoming more of a cash grab, even if it's not really pay to win or money hungry, really. Whoa, what is that? Wait, what? Do you have a serialized Venom? Dude, that looks awesome. Wow. I want to get one of those. Look at that. He's green. I'm sure, okay. I'm sure there might be cooler colors than green. No offense, maybe you really like green. But personally, my favorite color is orange, okay? Like, if I got an orange one, I'd be really happy. I don't know. 2 updates away from buying the units? Yeah. Maybe. Well, I gotta keep farming for Grammy, so... I don't know, I might just go back to doing these boss rush raids or whatever. Are you gonna do a giveaway? Giveaway for what? Because I don't really have any Robux, I can't give away like battle passes or anything, or game passes I mean. 3 out of 25 on pity. Back to farming, if you guys want to hop in. Alright, thanks for hopping in, guys. Know who you are? You want Orange Venom because of Marvel Rival? Nope. I actually did not know that was a thing. I don't play Marvel Rivals. I did on the first or second week of launch. Then I realized it was kind of like an easier version of Overwatch, and I didn't really like it anymore. Because, I don't know, it just kind of got stale, and there's no point in playing it when you can play Overwatch, in my opinion. Guy in your party who's level 1225? Really? This is kind of insane. Time is admin abuse it? Oh, it's over. Shoot, let me put that now. Hold on. I gotta change the message. Thanks for the reminder. Admin abuse ended. GG. Okay. That in the middle of my screen somewhere. Gonna manipulate me? What? What are we talking about? Rivals is way more annoying now. I don't know. Okay, personally, one thing I don't like when games do this, okay? When it comes to like hero shooters or shooting games in general, any type of game that can have skill expression, I don't like when the philosophy is if we make every character strong, the balancing is good. Like nobody feels overpowered if they're all overpowered. When Marvel Rivals was going around, okay, I don't know if they changed the balancing anymore. Like, it's been a long time since I played. Maybe they changed how they balance stuff. But on launch, Marvel Rivals felt like it was Overwatch if they made everyone overpowered. So, you peek someone, you die in 2 seconds, unless you have a healer, because the healer heals you to full in 2 seconds. And every ability is not that hard to hit. The auto-aim characters were dominating because every character was strong. And the auto-aim ones would just, you know, take away the aiming part. I'm not sure. Maybe people disagree with that opinion, but like, when I play shooting games, I want there to be some kind of reward for being better at mechanics. And with Marvel Rivals, it felt like anyone could pick up the game, play the auto-aim character, and because they're all at a baseline so strong, it would just kind of favor those who pick the easier characters. Have you seen the Captain America skin? I have actually seen that. I got TikToks about that. They nerfed his bulge. I heard about that. In Rivals there are skill issues and it came out with all these bugs. Yeah, bro. I couldn't believe that. I had to make my own little short video on that, man. Devastating news. He told me I had a skill issue. Broke my heart, man. Broke my heart. Dive characters run the game now? Oh, a big update dropped yesterday? Oh, okay. Dive characters like Black Panther and, like, what was her name? Havoc, Magic, whatever it was. Those characters were cool. If dive characters are good, I think that's actually kind of fun, because I thought Black Panther was one of the characters with skill expression, but I don't know. Would you rather be Unrivaled or be Subaru? Shoot, dude, I don't know. Probably Unrivaled, because he's owner of best tower defense of all time, Universal Tower Defense. Here's Ichigo, how much is he doing? I don't know, like, okay. Is he melting? Let me look at the damage number. Like, I don't know, is Ichigo better than I thought when I made my Teros video? Because a lot of people said he was, so not sure anymore. Need to investigate this run. If Ichigo is crazy. Is Daredevil blind in Marvel Rivals? I think so, actually, yeah, like kind of limits your screen or whatever. Current logins update on the corner, source trust. True. I don't know. Honestly, I kind of hope not. The Gurren login updates never go well in tower defenses, man. Like, we saw what they did to Simon this update, bro. Not only is he bugged and like the worst unit ever, but the mech is really, really clunky. Like, it's kind of how these Gurren login updates go, is they're usually really, really clunky, unfortunately. Okay, let me try my Synchro and... oh shoot, I need to Gojo pull, huh? Wait, Gojo. Or did we already do that? I don't know. Okay, your Yuhaba is melting. Wow, that's... okay, he's really showing, actually. So once they fix the Gremmy bug, I think this guy's definitely stronger than Gremmy. Yuhaba should be like #1 after they fix Gremmy. But right now Gremmy's broken, so he's like way too strong. Ichigo, if you max out Ichigo, how much is he doing? Because like... I know I've already looked into the units and seen all their passives and the damage numbers and everything and like their abilities. But what I haven't seen is kind of like how it performs in-game, if it actually does better in-game than stuff. You played the Rivals update yet? Important question, have you watched Alien Stage? Nope. Don't know what that is. Okusan becomes boundless with Super Tengen Toppa. Is it still going? Nope, the admin abuse is over, unfortunately. Did you get Shiny Rukia? Nope. I haven't grinded for really anyone but the Spider-Man units yet, and I'm currently grinding for Gremmy. Simon will be like Ichigo. Ichigo 65k is too much. 65k is at the cost, or what? Is he really expensive? I don't know. Ash and Valkyrie good at all? I just got her. Is that, like the pink outfit girl, whatever, the random? Because she's pretty alright. I mean, in the tier list I put her like somewhere right below this Synchro here. Her DPS is really good once you get her into mech form. So, I don't know, she's pretty good. A lot of the units though were just kind of like, alright, they're kind of alright, I don't know, like they're just kind of meh. Thank you for the sub, but Boggs, appreciate it. Other than the guy with you in the raid, oh yeah, what's up, man? Okay. You have Yuhaba down up here now. You have Ichigo here right now. Iron Man's too low in my opinion. I thought about that too. Yeah, so the thing with Iron Man, right, is for the meta overall, I didn't know if I wanted to like account for his supporting value as much. because I ranked him already really high in the support category. He probably is also higher than Gojo. I think Gojo's so like buggy right now and like wonky, especially after the CC lockout thing, where Gojo's gonna move down, okay? Because like CC in general just got nerfed by them adding CC lockout, and with Gojo, his like pull ability just never works, man. Like it rarely ever functions properly. So the unit's like main value pretty much just doesn't work, and it's been bugged for a long time, so it's like at this point I might as well just consider it part of the unit, because I don't think they know how to fix it. So Gojo is probably going to move down to, I don't even know how low, like down here because he's bugged. He barely does nothing now. And then Iron Man will probably be number 2 support, maybe even number 1, because like, I don't know. Idol at this point I can move down too as well. And then, yeah, with Iron Man's like personal damage, he is pretty good, but he's mostly a support, so like I didn't know if I wanted to put him higher in overall or not, you know? Just because like I already have him so high in support, or at least he should be like kind of top 2 support, top 1 after I move Gojo down. But I don't know. Iron Man, he's really, really good. Like Iron Man is super strong. You can fit him into any team just because you max him out and then you put him into defense mode and he buffs up everyone. And then you put him next to your farm and he buffs up your farm too. Thank you for the Unk alert. I didn't know that was a thing you could gift. Thank you, Holland. Appreciate it. Thank you for the Unk alert. Get your Iron Man over here, man. Yeah, my bad, my bad. Speaking of the Iron Man buff, let me move him over here and then do this. There we go. Then everyone will get a buff. Boom, 22.5 range, 27.5 attack, and some cooldown. Really good. Still got a big buff from Simon Gear. True, yes, the support units that are just kind of like you worry about their upgrade costs or whatever actually work well with Simon Gear. So, Joseph Jackson, thank you for the 100. Appreciate it. Admin abuse, and yeah, admin abuse is over, guys. It's over. Bottom, middle of my screen, admin abuse ended. GG. So, it's over, guys. It's over. But yeah, I'll probably, like, next tier list, next week, or next update, whatever, there's a lot to change. And I knew this would happen. I said it so much in the video that this is going to be very scuffed. They're probably going to change a lot of stuff when they bug fix or whatever. The stuff is broken, right? So, as expected, this list is going to change a lot in, like, the next week. Just because they're fixing stuff right now. And there's, like, new stuff that I didn't really even think about when I was thinking of, like, team combos to use these units in. Like, for example, the Fear support. This is one where I definitely want to move Fear up, because I didn't think about Fear running the Simon relics earlier. With Fear, you can roll, what's it called on him? The cost reduction trait, and then you can get the Simon gear on him, and you can make him, like, actually pretty good as a support, like, pretty cheap to be able to place down. So, I don't know. Like, a lot of stuff is going to move, for sure. As expected. That's why I said in the video, take it with a huge grain of salt, because so much is subject to change this time with how much is kind of broken and bugged. Spider-Man's looking like he's carrying. Yeah, Spider-Man's really good. Like, I don't know. Ichigo in his form now doing crazy damage, yeah. But with your Ichigo and your Yuhaba down, my Spider-Man was doing like more. Or, I don't know. Like, how much damage, if you click on Ichigo right now, how much has he dealt? Because my Spider-Man's done 2.1 bill. How much has Ichigo done if you click on him and check the total damage number? Joker's good even without his friends? He's alright. Like, I'd put him somewhere along the meta overall up here. Like, somewhere along here. I'm not 100% confident in where I put him right here. But he is a pretty good support generally too, so like, I do think he is probably better than Gohan, maybe below him, maybe below Cell too. You just gotta kind of test him more, I guess. I gotta test him more personally. But he's somewhere in the top meta. He's alright. He's pretty good. Doing Rival Frame first try? Wow, nice. Spider-Man dealing 1.3 million damage with Venom. Iron Man Synchro? Do you have any idea how he got to deal that much damage? I mean, mine was just doing that much right now, right? I don't know, you have like full damage relics on it, you use the Spider-Man set, and then buff it with either Iron Man or Venom, depending on which synchro you're using, but... Oh, whoops, I didn't have my speed card down. Uh-oh. TD game's not supposed to be easy like AV. Have to make the raid so hard you can barely solo it. Yeah... I don't know. Bum, bum. Bum. I understand like the philosophy of having stages be difficult, okay? But one thing I wish more tower defense developers understood is when to make stages easy, okay? This is something that I think ALS World 3 was actually on the cusp of, that people didn't really get at the time. Like people were hating on ALS World 3, but I saw the vision. I was always a believer in ALS World 3 that it was actually kind of fun how hard the stages were. And my like main opinion for balancing is that most stages in tower defenses should be really easy, because like most of the grind, you just want to place your units down and then go AFK. That's kind of how these games go, right? Like people expect stages where you put down a couple units, you have it like auto upgrade or whatever, and you can go walk out of your room, right? But then for the content that actually like should be difficult, in my case, I thought ALS World 3 Caverns were fun and should be difficult because like it's the caverns, it's like really the only hard content in the game at the moment. You know, stuff that should be hard, and stuff that should be easy, which is most of the content, should be able to be like soloed by a lot of stuff. So, I don't know, like if you look through other tower defense games, a lot of them don't really have strategy at all. Like a lot of them just make everything easy, so that's kind of whatever. AWTD probably did the best mix of it, I think. I actually really liked Anime World Tower Defense, of how like a good amount of the stages were actually pretty hard, and you had to run a certain team, or like a certain team archetype. But otherwise, you know, stages you have to do a lot over and over and over were really easy. Like in AWTD, you could farm the metal stage or whatever for the, I think they got rid of that by now. There's like Metal Rush for the money. You could just do that pretty easy, get a lot of gold. It wasn't crazy hard. Like everything would be infinitely scaling so that you could just very easily farm. In content, AFK, special content, special teams. Yeah, something like that. Like I wish more tower defense developers understood that with when to make stuff hard. You know, when to make stuff hard, when to make stuff easy. I place down my Spider-Man and then get my Venom down too. I'll use the Venom one again. So, oh, wrong ability. Venom Fusion, and then boom, boom, boom. Okay. We'll put Gojo down here. Boom. Yeah, my spider, alien spider, doing 1.1 mil right there. 37.07. Very, very good. Avina right now doing 736k per attack. Nice. Nice, nice. Hi, bro. What's up, man? What's up? Just farming the boss rush raids right now. The bleach ones. I'm talking about my tier list, because a lot of stuff here is going to change to the tier list, but... How'd you guys feel about like the unit designs overall? Because personally, when I was reading all the passives for these units and whatever, and like, you know, trying to rank how good they were for the tier list, a lot of these units kind of made me mad, because it felt like you could tell they were rushed. Like, Rukia, Yamamoto, you put these units next to each other, they're pretty much the exact same. I don't know, Rukia a little bit different because it's the freeze unit, and then Yamamoto a little bit different because it's the burn. But like, these units by design felt like they're the exact same passives, with just a couple words changed, and then, I don't know, a lot of random like hyper armor damage, like 15% hyper armor damage was thrown into some units where it's like, they would write a whole paragraph or whatever, given an active ability, just to give it 15% hyper armor damage. Like, nobody cares about that, really. I mean, hyper armor damage is nice, but nobody's like, oh, thank goodness they gave him 15% in this really roundabout passive. You know, like the unit designs were just kind of disappointing to me, so. Thank you for the sub, Jaden, appreciate it. Good units of this update are all broken. Yeah, that's another thing too. Like, the units that are strong are really strong, and the units that are bad are just kind of like, you don't even need to get them. I don't know, you'd never actually really go for these units in my opinion. Like the death dealing guy is no use. Zombie one, people are saying Giselle's actually good for stalling, so I need to look back into like Giselle for stalling, but I don't know, I feel like also it's a very gimmicky character. If you use it in a real team, it wouldn't really work out. I don't know. How's Yobon number 2? He does a lot right now. Like, I don't know, you just kind of have to use him to understand, I guess, because he's got a lot going on. where he has like 2 different forms. One of them is for damage, one of them is for buffing, and both of his forms are really, really good. Like his buffing mode is really good for buffing other units, and then his damage mode is really good for damage. How strong is Joker Boundless? Okay. This is the Joker Boundless ranking. I kinda couldn't get the picture of the Boundless. It wasn't in the update log for some reason for me, so I just used the picture of the secret one. But this is the Boundless Joker. It's supposed to be the Boundless one, and I put him like right here. So he's pretty good. He's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Number 8. He's in the top 10. Hey, what's up, man? Make Gogeta low, I swear to God, he's not critting. Yeah, that's another thing. When I made this tier list, Gogeta was bugged, and like, you know, a lot of people who kept up with the meta in this game probably knew this was a bug. Gogeta used to be able to crit, even though in his passives it says he's not supposed to crit. For the longest time, he could, and that's why he kind of ran the meta. Like, Gogeta was the #1 unit by far, because not only could you like hyper buff him with other rare units and whatnot, he was able to crit when he wasn't supposed to be able to. So they fixed that now, I think, finally, this patch. So I don't know, Gogeta's gonna drop, because like he can't crit anymore. He's probably gonna go down to, I don't know, maybe below, definitely below Ichigo, probably below the Iron Spider as well. Like, Gogeta's probably going right about here. Yeah, definitely below Ichigo. Ichigo's probably going higher. I just gotta test him out more. But yeah, that's why I said when I made this tier list in like the very beginning and the announcements when I posted the video, whatever, I said take this with a huge grain of salt, okay? Like, this is a very scuffed tier list. It's going to be scuffed because of how they dropped this update. Like, that's kind of why I just got it out of the way as quick as I could. Not as quick as I could, but I didn't want to wait a week for them to like iron out all the bug fixes or whatever and then drop the tier list, because when they drop updates like this where there's 24 units at once, they're like pretty much guaranteeing that a lot of the units are going to be broken or need to be buffed or need to be nerfed, and I just knew it was going to be a mess because they dropped 24 units at the same time, and it ended up being a mess. So I don't know, like, the list will look way different probably in 2 weeks or 1 week, depending on when they update next. I don't know, next update the tier list will look way different, but yeah, the 24 units at one time, kind of a questionable decision in my opinion. It really made it scuffed making the tier list, but I don't know. Crit with 1 million damage. Yeah, Gogeta, when he was able to crit, was like insane, but now he's probably moved down, probably below Iron Spider, maybe below Joker even, probably. Venom's for support, Iron for DPS, I guess. Venom's also pretty good DPS. If we're talking about the synchros, hey, what do you type into the chat? Hey, what do I see someone type in the chat? Knock that off, bro. Spacing that out in different messages. You're still saying something evil. You're being timed out for a day, bro. Don't be typing that. What's this guy doing, bro? Yeah, that's evil. Okay, but Venom synchro with Spider-Man, very good for DPS and a little bit of support too. Like, this is a really strong one. Iron Man 1, I would say the same thing. They're both kind of good for like both DPS and support. Only 1 day for that? I don't know. I just like kind of subconsciously clicked timeout, and then the longest option on that is 24 hours, so I clicked that. I'm also going to just hide him on the channel though, which means he's shadow banned. He can't talk anymore. So, problem solved. Yep. Bring Secret Joker instead of Boundless one? I know. I couldn't find the picture of the Boundless one, so just treat this as the Boundless one, okay? You think the characters are getting power crept? The new ones? Probably. Just kind of the nature of the games, but get why your Spider-Man build. Wait, get your Spider-Man build all the way right, but I'm only half your damage. Do you have the Iron Man down next to him in buff mode? I don't know. Why is Yuashin on top 1? Okay. There's something going on with Gremmy right now that I'm going to probably make a separate video on in a bit once I actually get Gremmy evolved myself. I'm working on it right now. But Gremmy is bugged. I believe it's a bug. They're probably going to fix it, so eventually Gremmy's being moved down in my tier list. But right now, Gremmy is doing some crazy stuff, and this is before all his like passives and everything. And apparently he's also able to get like infinite clones, so yeah, his other passive can spawn clones wherever a peroxide tag has been debuffed. So pretty much, Gremmy has like infinite DPS right now if you just spam spawn clones. There's a limit to it, so it's not infinite, but it's like pretty much infinite. I don't know. Gremmy Bug's top 1, but you watch General does 5 million DPS. I know. Yeah, once Gremmy Bug is patched, he's definitely being moved down. He's being moved down regardless. Pretty much, when I made this tier list, I didn't know if it was a bug or not. Like, I saw Gremmy, a bunch of screenshots going around of Gremmy doing so much damage, and I thought like, okay, maybe he's just crazy, you know? Everyone's showing him off to be doing so much damage with this team. So I figured maybe Gremmy's just the best unit ever. I put him number 1 because I didn't know it was a bug. But after hearing it's probably a bug, it's going to be fixed and he's going to be moved down, most likely. Found the Joker even worth getting? If you want to use the Persona units, probably, because like Persona team is real. It definitely can work. But overall, not really. I would just go for the Bleach units, because like, I don't know, the Persona units at that point aren't really worth the grind when I think the meta right now is pretty clearly just going to be Bleach teams and then maybe Spider-Man teams, or just like, I don't know. The Spider-Man units are all really good, just because the synchros are really strong, and Iron Man is like the best support ever, so I don't know. His damage way higher in that screenshot because he's in raid mode and his animation's only on 1.3 SPA. Yeah, I don't know, it's kind of weird, it's kind of wacky with all the bugs going on. That's why I said in my tier list video, take it with a huge grain of salt. These rankings are going to change, guaranteed, in like a week or two once they actually fix stuff, you know. But as expected, when they drop 24 units in one update, you know, a lot of stuff is broken or bugged. And it's hard to tell what's actually meta right now, just because half the meta units are bugged to be too strong, and then the underpowered units are bugged to not have the damage numbers they should. So it's like, I don't know. Gotta wait till they fix stuff. Make Yamamoto higher since he does execute. Okay. I don't know. For other people in chat, how do we feel about that? The 5% HP execute. Because, like, to me, I read that passive, I was like, okay, that doesn't really matter, though. You know? Like, for bosses, sure, maybe. But, realistically, if a boss has so much health that a 5% execute matters, and you did the 95% already, you definitely have the damage to do the 5%, you know? Like, that 5% execute doesn't really save you much, is what I'm thinking. So, personally, I feel like the 5% execute's kind of useless. But I don't know. OP just for infinite? Maybe. Venom Synchro should be higher? Yeah, I think I am gonna move probably Vegito and Gogeta down. Gogeta, it's because they patched his, like, being able to crit bug. Gogeta would have stayed here if he was able to crit still, but they patched his bug, so he no longer can crit, and he's definitely going down to, like, right here, I think. Vegito Blue, I don't know, he still is really strong, but I've kind of realized now, if you build the Spider-Man and, like, Bleach teams properly, they are much stronger than running Vegito. So, I think Vegito's going down to probably, like, right here above Gohan. So these two are probably being moved down, and then the tier list will be way more accurate. But is admin done? Yeah, admin abuse is over. Bottom of my screen right there, admin abuse ended. GG. 105% is total HP, hyper armor, purple, yellow, or it's regular? Okay, yeah, if it was, well, let me refill my water 1 sec, 'cause I'm kind of losing my voice. If the execute counts for, like, hyper armor health too, it would be pretty strong, yeah, it'd be pretty strong. Does ruler trait affect Iron Man buffs? No. It's a set amount. It's like 22% range. Let me just click on them and show you. Hold on. Place them down here. If I pop the buff, you'll see them get... Okay, hold on. Bad example, because I got a bunch of different buffs too. Wait. Right here. 27.5% damage, 22.5% range, and 17.5% SPA. The trait he has doesn't matter. I have ruler on him, and it is that amount. Keep ruler on Venom? Is it worth? I don't know. I feel like the damage that Venom does is kind of negligible. Like, the unit himself is mostly just a support and enables the synchro. His damage doesn't really matter. Who's the best unit, you think? I think Gremmy right now because he is also bugged, but there's my tier list that will change in the future. Bum. 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 And really good support for Ichigo. Yeah, really good support for like one super strong unit. So, I don't know, personally I've been using like the Spider-Man team. If I use the Iron Man synchro and then I put Venom buff on it, it's really crazy. Like, Venom buff is really strong, but is Venom worth getting if I already have Iron Man and Spider-Man? Yeah, for sure. If you want to use Spider-Man, like a synchro for him, if you want to use one of the synchros, I think the better one between the two is Venom. So, if you want to use one of the Spider-Man synchros, I'd recommend just using the Venom one, because I think it is a little bit better than the Iron Man one. It really isn't that big of a gap between, like, I want to say anyone in like the top 10 of the meta right now is strong enough to probably clear most content and for it to not really matter too much, right? Besides, like, now that they patch Gogeta, it's going to be moved down, and Vegeta would also probably be moved down a bit. But like the top 5 with the newest units and whatever, they're all pretty similar in strength because they can kind of just clear anything and do millions of DPS, so I don't know, like the two synchros are about the same strength, but the Venom one is a little bit better. Iron Spider-Man kills bosses faster. Yeah, it's better for single target, I think. That is true. With the Iron Man one, I think it is better for single target. But then, overall, with like the multi-target buff from Venom mode right here, this one, the every biomass tethered buff, whatever, the DPS on this gets like crazy. I don't know. So if you have multiple enemies to deal with, Venom's the way better one. Overall, I think it's better. And the Iron Man one's like, yeah, more single target, more support. Because it kind of builds up stacks on stuff, and then the stacks slow them down, make them take more damage. So, is Gojo still the best staller? He would be, if not for how like buggy he is. You know, you place down Gojo, and like, here, just for an example. Okay, that might have been a bad example because they have hyper armor, huh? But like, Gojo nowadays rarely ever even works, you know? Like, he'll rewind stuff, he'll pull stuff to him when they enter his range, but then when they leave his range, they don't get pulled. So a lot of the time, if you're like trying to use Gojo, you're counting on him to pull them back when he leaves range or whatever, right? Like, you want the boss to leave his range and get pulled back, but then it doesn't work, so you lose. Like, it's not very good. If Gojo worked, he'd be really good, but he's bugged, I think. He's like just been broken for a while. Where's Rukia? Rukia on my tier list is like middle of right here. I don't know. You could argue that Rukia and Yamamoto could be a little bit higher, maybe like above Luffy, maybe just maybe above this synchro right here. But I think above Luffy or Zoro would probably be, you could argue for, if you put them on a Bleach team. But overall, as like standalone units, I don't think they're that crazy. They are definitely meta, but I don't know, just kind of okay. They're very similar. Rukia and Yamamoto are like kind of the same. One's for burn, one's for freeze. When's admin abuse? Admin abuse is over. Yeah, bottom of my screen here. Admin abuse has ended. Bum 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 bum. Anyone help me get Iron Man? I can't do the delivery. I think there's matchmaking if you're trying to get people to play the Spider-Man game mode. There should be a matchmaking button when you're starting up a thing. You're carrying, you did 400 more damage than me? I don't know, yeah, Spider-Man Synchro, I'm telling you, like, people, okay. People are saying that Ichigo is like the top 1 DPS in the game, and maybe on certain teams he is. There is definitely like an argument that I need to look into the Bleach teams more. But I think, in my opinion, I think like Ichigo's in a pretty good spot. All I need to do is adjust for the patches, so move Gremmy down once his like bug goes away. Gogeta's moving down because they patched his crit bug. Then Vegito Blue I'm also moving down, so I don't know, like move these 3 up, and then you've got a more accurate ranking. No one does the pizzas? Oh, okay, we need to do matchmaking. Assist Iron Man with Venom, and Miku's OP. Yeah, if you like fully buff it up, it's kind of crazy. Show us relics on your units? Yeah, which ones here? I choose like, on all 3 of these I have Spider-Man stuff. Oh, I got Yamamoto. I don't know, I haven't really like made the best builds for these guys, but all 3 of my Spider-Man units have these Spider-Man relics with damage on the main stats. Okay, with that run being done, and also because I got Yamamoto, I guess, I think I want to take a break, guys, from farming, because I've been farming a bunch of these raids. I'm gonna go, like, eat breakfast. It's 8:30 in the morning for me. But what even is the Grammy bug? I'll have a full video on that coming out soon, like kind of step-by-step of testing it out, seeing how to really set it up in runs. But as a summary here before I go eat my breakfast, wondering about the Grammy bug, here it is. He apparently can spawn like more than his 3 clone cap, so he can spawn like infinite clones, I guess, which make him do not only tons of damage, but then every clone's also doing tons of damage. So insane DPS most likely, and I don't know. I'll check it out later today. I'll probably drop a video on it once I get Grammy and can test him out. It'll probably take like a few hours. It'll be somewhere in the afternoon today. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna go eat my breakfast now. I don't know, I'm probably gonna end stream. It was a fun admin abuse. I just wanted to kind of catch up, hang out with you guys, talk about stuff while we were doing the admin abuse or whatever. So, goodbye for now. Have a good day, guys. I'm gonna upload a video on Grammy probably later today. Tomorrow it's my older sister's birthday, so I'll probably be busy and might not be doing anything for YouTube, but I don't know. Have a good day, guys. Thanks for being here. Have a good one. See ya. Goodbye.